Nothing quite beats the magic of Beacon Hill. Let's jump into why so many people like to choose this as their stop to live. All right, guys, today we're jumping into Beacon Hill, one of the most historic, classic Boston neighborhoods. It's cobblestones, it's gaslit lanterns, it's federal row houses. Nothing screams Boston more than Beacon Hill, and we're gonna dive into why so many people make it their home. So pricing, let's jump in to see if Beacon Hill makes sense financially for you. In the last 12 months, the median one bed sold for just under $700,000. Two beds, just over $1.4 million. Three beds, just under $4 million. And finally, four bedrooms sold median price at just over $7 million. So it is a very expensive neighborhood, but it has a lot to offer. So with a very densely populated area, I'm glad there's a lot of T-access because parking is very hard to come by. These are incredibly old buildings, not a lot of parking garages or anything like that. Last year in 2023, 106 condos sold in Beacon Hill. 16 of them had one or more parking spot, to give you a sense. And for single families, most of these are attached single families, only 16 single families sold in all of 2023, and 7 of them came with one or more parking spots. So parking is very hard to come by, but the good news is you have some of the best T-access in the entire city. So when it comes to transportation, most cities or towns are happy if they have a train or two running through it. Beacon Hill, whether it's going directly through it or very close by in one of the outskirting neighborhoods, you have basically every train line in Boston: yellow line, red line, green line, orange line, blue line, and you also have the commuter rail right at South Station. So most train lines that you can walk to pretty easily or take a quick Uber to. So incredible train access. Now we know Beacon Hill has an overall great location, foods, coffee shops, restaurants. You can Google them, look them all up. If I tried to name some of my favorites, the list would be too long for this video. But let's talk about some of the best and favorite streets. Obviously, this is a little bit of opinion, but I'm gonna give you some of the top streets in the area and why they're great. So Acorn Street is probably one of the most famous, known for its classic homes, its cobblestone roads, unbelievable location. You've probably seen a photo of it somewhere. I think it's one of the most photo streets in the entire world. Next is Chestnut Street. It's super close to the Boston Common. You're right there, overall great location in Beacon Hill. Gaslit lanterns, real trees on the sidewalk. Such an incredible quiet neighborhood, especially Upper Chestnut, where you have a little bit of a water view in some of the units. Mount Vernon is also a great location. You often have views of the Charles River there as well. Beacon Street, you have a view of the Boston Common, the State House, incredible location. And last but not least, one of my favorites, Charles Street, because you have a mix of residential and commercial space, so you have a lot of access to restaurants, shops, stores, markets, whatever you may want. So those are just some of the great areas, some of my top favorite neighborhoods in Beacon Hill. I hope this was helpful to you, some info on Beacon Hill. If you'd like some more videos on other towns in Boston to help inform you and make your decision, you can subscribe right there. So subscribe, we'll get some more information this way, and if you have any specific questions about areas or neighborhoods, always feel free to reach out. Have a great week.